Well, first of all, I would like to say that I agree with your assessment that science cannot answer many of, or any of the why questions: why we exist, why we want to survive, why we want to be happy. Those, I think, are very subjective, and I think anyone who asks those questions, the only answers they can genuinely accept are the ones that they can answer themselves. I think a lot of the meaning in existence is subjective. That being said, I think science can help a lot in terms of understanding what makes people happy. Granted, people are individuals, but I think once you've been able to answer those questions for yourself, what makes you happy, you then have the tremendous problem of trying to negotiate your happiness with the rest of the world, which is not an easy task. I think science can aid a lot in that, because although people tend to be individuals, science can tell us a lot about what makes a lot of people happy, and what makes people unhappy. Now, obviously, when you're trying to come up with some sort of social policy or proposal, there are negotiations, and it's negotiation with society at large, trying to say, well, do you want this type of government, or how do we shape our culture in order to guarantee stability and making a lot of people happy? Well, that requires a lot of understanding about what makes people happy, and I think science can help a lot in that regard. I think that that some of the examples you cite are cases where people in power use science in order to make them happy. It was not a case where people in general, as equals, as peers, negotiated amongst themselves to develop a system to make everyone happy. It was the case where those in power used science in order to make themselves happy, or at least what they thought would make them happy over the short run. So we're lucky that those movements failed, well, they failed ultimately. But anyways, keep up the good discussion. Thank you.